Hey friends, today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite Dollar Tree organizing supplies for your craft room. And you could use these things in any area of your house. These are just my favorite to use in my craft room. So first up, we have these super long um, storage bags. They are 14 and 3/8 inches by 16 inches, and these are perfect if you are putting away holiday collections and you want to keep everything together and you don't want to spend a lot of money on big storage bags for them. They come 5 bags, so I find this very helpful for doing that. Or these are great if you have stickers that you want to corral together and they're super long stickers. They'll fit in here. So there's so many uses for these. These are also good for putting like your shampoos and things to go if you're going on vacation. They're good for your shoes, or they're good if you want to put like wet clothing in there from the beach or something because they're such a nice size. The next container are these little containers you find in the party section. They have this screw-on lid, and I love filling these up with beads, sequence mixes, handmade flowers, and they have this little flat spot right here that is what you sit it on, and then you could label this on the front if you wanted to label alpha beads or just leave it. I also love these fun plastic mason jars with the screw lid. Now, they have these for all seasons. So they have these for all seasons. This one I just have stored some of my bottle caps. I love that I can see through it and I know what's inside. And I love that it doesn't take up a huge amount of space either. Then they have these little containers, and you can find these like in the craft aisle, but also in the snack aisle. You can find different colored lids, whites, pinks. I think I've seen blue as well. And I've got an assortment of black wood beads in here. And so this is great for sorting small things. Or even if you wanted to send a sequence mix, you could decorate the top of this and put your sequence mix inside. Then I have this 3-compartment organizer, and I don't know if they still carry these or not, but I love that this is a long, narrow rectangle. It fits a lot of awesome stuff. I have several of these. This one, I have all of my little clothespins in here. And then I love that it has the lid that snaps on. Now, if you were to turn it upside down, of course the lid's going to come off. But I love that they stack on top of each other. So here's another one. And they just stack perfectly together. So you can stack them on your shelf and you can see through them, see what's inside the compartments. Or again, you could label, adhesive dots, magnets, clips, But I love that they fit so nicely together and stack. Over in the party section, you have these candy dishes. This is like the, I guess, smaller size, and then they have like a big one that's bigger than this. But I love adding my ribbon scraps. So this one is actually pretty full in here with all of these ribbons. Again, it has that nice little flat here on the bottom for when you set it. It's got a nice little top. The tops are a little flimsy on these, so if you're setting them like this and you bump it, sometimes they can come off depending on the ones. I have one that doesn't like to stay on very well, but for the most part they stay on well when you're sitting them on the shelf, and you can store so many different things in here. Lots of different trims in these. Also in the party section is this fun container here. I kind of think of it as like a popcorn container or something. And I have my silver iridescent, my gold, and my gold trim here from Hobby Lobby. And I also have some of this white here. And then it's right here. It's super easy for me to grab at my desk. Oftentimes I have a little bit of this hanging out, or each of the pieces hanging out, where it's really easy to snip this. So I also love that this is taking up vertical space, so it's not too wide and taking up too much space on, you know, your shelf, but it gives you that long vertical storage. So this again would be perfect for storing all kinds of different things. I just like storing these trims in here. Next, I have these snap closed containers. Now they have this long one, and then they have a little bit of a shorter one that's tall. I always grab these when I see them at Dollar Tree. I grab both this size and the other, and then these just snap, so it's very secure. I love that it has a handle. It's not going to open up on you. And then when you're ready, you just pull that open, take the top off, and you have nice amount of space in here. Inside is safely about 11.5 by 7.5. So it won't fit 8.5 by 11 paper, but it would fit like 6 by 6 paper. Here I have rub-on transfers that I've been starting to collect in this one, and then I plan on just making a label for this part here and putting rub-on transfers. So they're calling this a storage box. So there is 2 sizes of this. This is awesome. I have a lot of these in my craft room. Another favorite is these little containers that you could put crayons in. You could put crayons in them. You could put snacks for sandwiches in them. I like to put things that I'm working on. So like you could put beads or a sequence mix, or if you're gathering things like cabochons and beads for a project, then you could just put those items in here and add it with your collection that you're working on. And these do stack on top of each other as well, which I love about these. And they're like a really nice size for small things like beads and cabochons, or even sequence mixes. Then I have seen these recently at Dollar Tree, but these are just these clear, like, acrylic type bins. And what I like about these bins is when I'm gathering things for a project, I go around my craft room and I was like, all right, well, I'm definitely going to need these alpha beads. I'm definitely going to need this punch and this punch. I'll need this with the cabochons. And then you can kind of fill this up with the items that you need for a swap or a craft or a project or whatever that you're working on. And then the last thing I have to share with you have recently come into my Dollar Tree, but they are these 3-compartment organizers. So they are perfect for makeup brushes. They're perfect for pens, scissors. You could use this with silverware. You could use this for a coffee station. Like, say you have a bunch of stir sticks. Like, you could use this for so many things. And what I like about these is that you could attach these together and make a little caddy for pens or tools or whatnot. And let me show you. I created one, and it is full of my tools and things, but I glued them together here. I added a little paper. I added this little paper tab here so that I can easily just grab it and pick it up if I need to move it, or I can grab it like this and move it around. And I have all of my most used tools right here at my fingertips, and this only cost me $3 for this. And you can't go somewhere like Home Goods or TJ Maxx or any of those places and find an organizer like this for $3 or under. So I just took 2 of these. I added some glue around because I wasn't worried about really seeing the glue that much because I'd be full of my pins and attach them together. And then I just went in and actually used a big heavy duty clip and clip them together till they dried. You could use E6000, you could use super glue. I just chose to use my glue gun. So I definitely think these are an awesome item. The last thing I have to share with you is probably my #1 favorite item from the Dollar Tree, and that are these stackable organizing drawers. So this one here is the newer style, which I feel like is slightly sturdier than the older style, but the drawer pulls in and out. It's just taped shut right now. And what I love to do is to glue these together and make them more sturdy. And I just add my glue right along this line here and stack them together. And here I have a stack of 4. You can see the drawer just pulls out. They kind of remind me of like makeup organizers that you'd get off of like Amazon, but I got these particular ones here when they were only $1. This one was $1.25. But I absolutely love these for storing embellishments, my holiday supplies, anything like that in here. I don't think I would stack them more than like maybe 7 or 8 tall, because I think it starts to do this little tilt. So if you're not perfectly precise with how you're stacking it, it sort of gets this wonky tilt to it. So I think the highest ones I have are at the back of my desk, which have 8 tall. So, but I have these all over my craft room. Absolutely love these. One of the best things that I think you could get for your craft room are these drawers. So I'll give you an example. So like I have this one filled with all of my like puffy hearts, sequins hearts, lace hearts, and stuff like that. And then I took some of my Happy Planner stickers and just labeled them for now until I have time to use my Cricut to make little labels for them. But I think this is probably one of the best organizers that I have in my craft room from the Dollar Tree. So thanks a lot for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope this inspired you to pick up some fun things from the Dollar Tree and organize your crafty space. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.